Alrighty, so the news is here, and yeah, I don't know. It's been a busy week for me, so I feel like I've been kind of out of touch a little bit, but I know that this is probably going to be a little bit of a controversial patch in the sense that both of the characters that we're getting, well, we're getting the new Merlin, who is for the unknown team, and if you're not summoning for Sabnak, you're probably not that interested in this character. And then we're also getting an LR, if you don't know, for the red Lillia, the awakened one, and she's not looking super good. She's my understanding is that she's probably just going to be very good for Guild Wars, and that is a game mode that not that many people in the grand scheme of things have access to. I did watch Nagato's video on her, and he was like, I don't understand, 3 people are going to get access. There's a lot of people that play Guild Wars, but I'm not discounting the fact that he is right in the sense that most people are not going to get good use out of the character. And even then, I've seen some pictures and stuff on Twitter. Her CC's really not all that great. Even on like max cosmetics, HP defense, like I think she's only at like 73, which I mean, over 70 is good. Don't get me wrong, but Escanor and all these other characters, they're like at 77 or 78. Like they're getting closer to 80. So the fact that she's like lower 70s is, it's kind of bizarre. I don't know. Like I've seen like damage comparisons on her numbers and stuff like that. I don't know, very weird that they would make the character like that, but it is what it is. So we do have the new Merlin. She's pretty cool from my understanding. I really haven't seen too much on her. Like I said, I've been pretty busy this week, and I probably will be busy next week too, so videos might be not every single day, which is weird for me to say because I've been doing daily uploads for like 4 years now, but just ramping up, so... Anyways, we do have the new banner and everything. Looking forward to summoning on that, of course. New, LR. If you don't know what she does, you can pause right here and look at some of this stuff. But I don't know. Her AOE is going from a drain at level 2 and 3 to having infect at level 1, which is nice. So now it's not a useless card at level 1. Infects are nice and everything, and then the single target card, which heals the lowest HP ally on level 1, and then heals all allies by 30% of damage dealt on level 2. It's now a pierce card, so it'll do more damage, which means more healing, so she's pretty supporty in general. Like, I mean, I'm not expecting this character to be like putting up crazy numbers or anything, just from the having an infect on it, which was already an ult drain card. Like, I'm not expecting that to do a whole lot of damage. The fact that they're putting Pierce on a card that heals your allies, also kind of, pigeonholes her into a support role, which is fine. I don't really care either way. But the fact that she does stuff with 7 catastrophes is weird because obviously the only game mode people are using 7 catastrophes in is Guild Wars. So that is also kind of bizarre that they're trying to buff the team for only one mode. But then again, I mean, they do really well in Guild Wars, so I mean, it's really going to turn the catastrophe team into like a whole new beast, I think, when it comes to Guild Wars. But like I said, not that many, not everybody has access to it, so it is kind of odd in that sense, especially with the fact that Sabnak is not considered a 7 catastrophes character. She is just she's a villain from the Catastrophe storyline, but she herself does not have the 7 catastrophes tag, meaning you're not going to be able to use her with Sabnak, which is kind of understandable considering Sabnak's for the unknown team and Lillia's more of a catastrophe/human team character. So I don't know. We'll see how it kind of pans out. The ultimate is probably the biggest thing that got improved. It used to just remove buffs, and now it increases damage taken by 50% for 1 turn, and it has Sever on it now. So actually did see, when I was looking at the damage comparison on her skills and stuff, this was the one that definitely seen the most improvement, and it was pretty significant, whereas the other ones were not great. So there is a new season of Top 100 coming out where you can get a copy of Waylo if you are interested. I really want Waylo, but playing Top 100 makes me want to pull my hair out, and I don't already have much hair to begin with, so I'm probably just not going to bother. So if you're shooting for it, best of luck. I hope it works out for you. Obviously, some new bundles and stuff like that. I think some bundles are also getting reset. Yeah, right here. So if you need any of those, feel free to grab those while you can, because it is technically a festival period, so there's good deals and such. Quote-unquote good deals. Some of them are better than others. We are getting a second part we're getting a part 2 check-in event. So you're getting another copy of Wild, so he'll now be 2/6 if you were playing during the Escanor Festival. And then a couple of other nice things. There's some, SA coins, pendants and stuff if you need them, a couple of equipment enhancement kind of stuff. There is some special missions, of course, so one free multi on the Merlin banner, and then you get a level 90 token for completing those. There is Season of Ardor Part 2, which is like the booster event thing that they do. I've always thought it was considered like a blessings event because most of them were called blessings of like the demon or goddess or whatever it was whenever they first came out with that. But they just seem to call it something different every time now. So there's going to be a new one of these coming out, so feel free to take use of that. Some of them are actually very useful buffs. The Guaranteed SSR Ticket Wish event is actually coming back, which is incredibly surprising to me. If you've seen my JP patch notes sort of overview video, I did not think that this thing was coming back pretty much ever again, because like there are several events that they just run one time and then just never touch, and the fact that you can get like really good graces with Tarmiel and Sariel and stuff like that, which they did this one originally like right after Sariel came out, and then I assume the reason they didn't do it again was because they didn't want everybody running around with Tarmiel at 6/6 because he was like a good bargaining chip to summon for. But it is what it is. I mean, it's been so long now. Most people have him 6/6 if they've summoned a lot, and then if you don't, I mean, this will be a nice way to just go ahead and polish him off. So, yeah, I don't know. It's very, very bizarre that they're finally bringing this back. I mean, I'm glad they are for the people who were saving and everything. I do feel bad because it wasn't that long ago where I was telling people that I didn't really think it was going to come back. So I've just been using my SSR tickets. So if you unfortunately followed in my footsteps on that, you probably could have saved more. But hopefully some of the events and stuff like that will have some SSR tickets to help maybe take advantage of this while it's active. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully you get at least some decent things out of it if you're looking for anything. Bingo event is coming back, so that is nice. Here are the rewards for that. There is actually a costume for Wild, which is kind of cool, I guess. I think he had costumes in the game files, if I'm not mistaken, whenever his original update came out, but they just didn't release paid costumes or anything like that, so I don't really know what the deal with that is. He's still missing costumes, so this is just one free costume that we're getting. Obviously, some decent rewards there. Baruja is coming back, so they're doing another small event boss parade. It's only 2 bosses this time, since it's like the later 2 weeks of the festival. Baruja and then Greyon will be next week. I've seen a couple of interesting teams for beating Baruja, so that's kind of cool. Looking kind of forward to messing around with that a little bit. I mean, it's kind of repetitive. You just fight the boss like several times in a day and just find a really fast way to kill it. So it's not like super exciting, but a couple of LR seals, only 5 this time around in the exchange shop, which is a little weird. I gotta say, but I guess every little bit helps. A couple of SA coins there as well. The Fort Solgr Special Dungeon is getting updated to have hammers in it now, so that is cool. The Fight Festival Battle event is going to be starting as well. So you'll need to win at least 12 matches during 1 week to get the full max rewards per week. And then also it's double point gain if you're looking to try to like really grind out PvP for like a new rank or anything like that. This will be a good time to do that. Brawl victory boxes are getting enhanced to have the good materials in them. Not sure why they don't just update this in general and stop making this an event, because people already don't like playing Brawl. But with the new weekly missions that we have, I feel like people are playing it a lot more, so that's at least something. Village donation event is coming back, so if you need any SSR pendants or even some of the smaller pendants for whatever reason, you can get those by donating gold to the villages, so that is nice. One new battle event, and then we do have a couple of QOL quality of life additions here. So this man has 96,000 gems. Draw result checking pop-up message improved, so now you can do don't show again today if you're just planning on just repeating summons over and over again. I think that's understandable. And then advised combat class is also getting added to some of the demonic beasts. So it'll tell you, like it says right here, account combat class greater than 70 or 7,500,000 is advised. And it'll tell you if you're below that, like, hey, warning, this might be a little too hard for you kind of thing. If I'm not mistaken, they have the recommended for Ratatasker, which is the newest boss, at 12 million. And I've seen some people on like JP Twitter saying that like you can beat it without 12 million, so it could be lowered. But I don't know. I guess like having these sort of like rough sort of like warnings in place to be like, hey, like this is really hard late game stuff, makes some sense to me. So demonic beast battle recommended team function added. So you can set the team as a recommended formation when using the recommended team function on the Demonic Beast battle screen. Oh, okay. So you can kind of just, I think this is kind of like with regular stages. You can click on this button. It'll show you what people are using, like popular teams for the stage that you're looking at. And now they're going to have that for Demonic Beasts, which I'm actually kind of interested in. I want to see what the recommended teams for them are, because I know some people just use like different stuff. Some people just use like really OP units and stuff like that to just try to beat through it as quickly as possible. I'd be interested to see the teams that people, or that it's like recommending because of other people are using. So I'm probably going to look at that. But Event Tower of Trials load team function added. So now when they do the Event Tower of Trials, you'll be able to load the one from your previous season, if I'm not mistaken, instead of just putting a new one together, which they do these so infrequently. Most of the time I just try to use like whoever the new like biggest unit is, because it can normally beat it really easily anyway. So I don't know. But a couple of bug fixes here. You can read over those if you would like to, but that is pretty much it for me. So, kind of an interesting patch. Looking forward to Merlin a little bit. I'm not like terribly excited, but Sabnak I think is maybe a little lackluster in the meta right now, and I think the Unknown team getting a little bit of support with this could be enough to maybe make things better. So we'll see. I'm not 100% sure on it yet. The relic still works, so I guess you could use her with Sins if you wanted to, but I don't know. Just depends. Up to you. I'm glad I don't have to buy costumes, to be honest. But either way, Lillia, on the other hand, not sure. But we'll see. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already. I will see you guys tomorrow.